At the end of the day, these buildings, they have no meaning without the actual people in it. It's all about their interactions to create that stage that perhaps they could be at their best.
Today we're visiting Arya Group's newest masterpiece, Villa Siena. A home that pushes the boundaries and is truly unlike anything we've ever seen.
The objective is not being a perfectionist. The objective is to create whatever you do with the intention of being perfect.
Its contemporary design, natural materials, integration of technology and automation is a feast for the senses. And we got to sit down with the visionary himself, Ardie Tavangarian.
My biggest expectation is that they're inspired and they're not intimidated by the building. They feel that the building is there to serve them.
Every room offers something unique and different while harmonizing with nature.
The objective is to create that experience, and whatever it costs, it costs.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see, learn, and experience a home with this kind of intentionality. There's so much to see, and we're so excited to share it with all of you.
This place clearly has an identity.
Welcome to Villa Siena, everyone. We have a really special tour ahead of us. So many different architectural details, features, amenities, and rooms to cover, and we're just beyond excited. Now, come on into this grand motor court. The arrival experience to this home is really special. We have the gates opening up to a long driveway lined with trees, and that driveway first takes you to the subterranean level where we have the garage, and then the same driveway comes up to this level, reveals this amazing property, and you arrive to your grand motor court. Now, as soon as you come up to this level, the first thing you recognize is the landscaping, how it surrounds the property and provides so much privacy. It almost sets this calm, zen feeling before you step into the home. We have oak trees, olive trees, this beautiful green wall, and they also have natural elements throughout the entry of this home, like this water feature, fire feature that's behind it, and this same motor court also seamlessly flows to your backyard. Now, I want to bring everybody's focus to this side so we can talk about the house itself. It features this striking architecture. I love the use of silver travertine, cantilevered roof lines, motorized awnings, and we have the two corners here seamlessly opening up to the outdoors thanks to the 12-foot motorized sliding glass doors. And they also have blinds on the exterior of this property. These blinds reflect the sun, and they also work with the sun, open up and close throughout the day, and we will talk about these blinds later in the video. Now, the remaining details on the facade here, I love the brass panel section right in the center, these sculptures, fire elements, water elements. And then on this side, we have this curved wall with all these fins, and these fins are teak wrapped. And believe it or not, we actually have the front door to my left. But first, I want to take everybody this way. This section of the wall is on a motorized arm, and with a push of a button, you can open up the entire section here and reveal the room that's right behind it, which is a Japanese tea room. I mean, how cool is this? The entire wall effortlessly opens up and reveals the space.
I don't think we've seen that big of a moving door before on this channel ever.
Unbelievable. And there you go. You can just walk straight into your Japanese tea room, which is an elegant space. We have travertine walls and travertine floors. This gorgeous seating area with a marble coffee table, double-sided fireplace, and then we have these two glass doors opening up to the office that's on the other side. Now in Japanese culture, they design tea rooms like this to welcome their guests, to have conversations or to conduct business. So it's nice to have a space like this right off the entry of your home. And if you want to take your conversation furthermore, you can simply flow to the office as well. Now, I want to go back out for a second because I want to showcase everyone how cool this front door design is. To my left, we have the biometric reader. So that's your additional security, and you can simply open up this massive door. Please come on in, and this door opens up to this incredible foyer. The entry of this property, just like the motor court, really sets the tone for what's to come. I mean, look at this space. We have 16-inch white plank French oak hardwood floors, flowing you to the formal dining area. Grand living room. Behind that, we have the family room, and it actually takes you all the way to the other side of the property. And we have a lot of details, finishes, and features to cover here. But before we do that, I actually want to talk about the specs of this gorgeous home. We have 8 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, over 35,000 square feet of interior space, built on an approximately 1.5 acre lot. And this property is an off-market listing with an asking price of $177 million. I want to give big thanks to all the listing agents and the visionary behind this property, Ardie Tavangarian and his team at Arya Group, for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this home in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. Now, let's come back to the foyer. I actually want to bring everybody to this section. Through this opening, you can look down to your lower level lounge, which is an exquisite space. I love the volume here. You can see the digital art that's down below, which is super cool. Circular cove lighting, wood plank ceiling, plaster walls, and I also really like the railing detail here with a wide top. That way you can place your drinks as you're hanging around the property, interacting with it, which is super cool. And if we go this way, you can see that foyer flows to this corner section that I talked about earlier, and they designed these custom sofas to wrap the railing and create additional moments for you to just sit down, relax, enjoy the property, enjoy this beautiful backyard. And it doesn't hurt that you also have a reflection pool here to bring that additional zen energy. Now, coming back to the entry, on the other side, we have the Japanese tea room. In fact, this travertine clad door opens up to that space, and next to that we have this fabric wall with this beautiful art design right in the center. This is actually a pocketing wall, and it goes in to open up the foyer to the office, which is incredible. I mean, there are so many different motorized features in this property, and this is another one, and let's go right in. This office truly has it all. We have a conference table, bar area, seating area, your desk, library that goes up to the second floor. So we got a lot to cover here. First, I want to talk about this conference table. In fact, Cody, let's get a close up. Look at all the gears here and how they're rotating as you move the glass top. Super cool. And you can also see the reflection of these gears on the ceiling here as well, where we have the cove lighting. Then we have the double-sided fireplace here, bringing additional warmth. And then we have this beautiful bar with a book-matched marble back wall. This marble is Afyon Violet. It actually comes from Turkey. It has this rich vein structure. Your bar is leather wrapped with stitching details, your bar stools, and then on the other side, we have this elegant seating area. And of course, no office is complete without a modern desk that is situated on this side. But more importantly, my favorite feature of this office is the fact that we have a 2-story library here. You can see all these floating shelves with LED lighting, and then your wall mount staircase takes you up to the second floor. And look at that picture window, how it brings the nature, the outdoors straight into the space. And this is one of the important aspects of this property. At any given moment, it tries to interact with the outdoors and bring the outdoor elements to the indoors as much as possible. So I wanted to mention that picture window is beautiful. Now, coming back to the desk, right on the other side, we have the TV with a camera on top. And I also like that camera follows you as you walk around the space. So you can just be free, walk around, share your thoughts, and participate in your meeting. Around that, we have some built-in cabinetry. I love these geometric lines, and these are functioning cabinets. I wanted to mention that.
Those are cool.
Super cool. And behind this pocketing wall, you can see the other side of the art piece that we mentioned. You have more of a stained glass detail here. Super cool with some LED lighting. And like we said earlier, you can close off this section if you want, or simply open it and flow back to your foyer. Now, Cody, can we pan to this side? On this plaster wall, we have some amazing art pieces. Look at this solid wood seating bench that brings that organic, natural touch to the space. And then on the other side, we have the formal dining room. It's another elegant space with a solid wood table that has an onyx insert right in the center, seating for 14. All these chairs are beautifully leather wrapped with diamond stitching detail. And then we have two gorgeous light fixtures above, fireplace that cozies up the space, and obviously this room, just like the rest of the house, seamlessly opens up to the outdoors, and we have an additional outdoor dining area that we will cover later. But the coolest aspect of this dining area is the fact that we have this natural stone that's carved and chiseled and turned into a sink. That's a ceiling mount faucet right there. And that way you can just wash your hands before you enjoy your meal, or you can simply plug the drain, fill it with ice, and you can serve your champagne and caviar here. How cool is this?
It's really cool, and it's a nice divider between these two spaces that we're about to see.
Absolutely, and it's just a nice, strong touch, you know, having a piece of natural stone right in the center of your home. And just like you said, it also serves as a great divider between the formal dining area and the grand living room, which is the area that we're gonna tour next. I love these different seating sections, double-sided sofas, beautiful brass coffee tables, books, accessories, candles. Every little thing is so well thought out in this space. It's exquisite, it's warm. And then we have this incredible volume here, nearly 30-foot high ceilings. You can see the landing of the second floor here, beautiful light fixture right in the center. And the pendants that are actually within the light fixtures, those are your additional built-in speakers. Because we have such vast volume here, they didn't want you to compromise when it comes to your listening experience. So they brought additional speakers from the top. And then you have this cozy fireplace to warm up this room. But even more importantly, this is a double-sided fireplace. And when you're sitting down here, interacting with your friends and family, you can actually see the individuals that are on the other side. You can make eye contact, and we have the family room right there, which is a very clever touch. And look at these onyx walls on each side of the fireplace, how it goes up all the way to the ceiling where we have a skylight. This is a very impressive space, and even more importantly, the entire room opens up to the outdoors thanks to these true floor-to-ceiling pivoting doors. And we're gonna show how these doors open up in a second. But now, Cody, let's take everybody to the other side so we can talk about this grand staircase, which is so impressive. You can hear the water, see all these different materials, textures, and details. And the fact that this is a spiral staircase that's floating and connecting all 4 levels is amazing. I love this minimalist railing design. Then you have your handrails that are leather wrapped with LED lighting. Each one of your steps are beautifully lit. You have a gorgeous light fixture that is attached all the way to the top floor and flowing right in the center of this spiral staircase. And then on the other side, you can see the travertine wall, and then they also have these brass panels that mimic the texture of this unfilled travertine, giving additional dimension to the space. And to bring the nature element to the interior, they have placed a massive screen here, and to amplify the viewing experience, they also surrounded the screen with mirror panels, which is absolutely insane. Look at my backdrop.
This is one of the most impressive staircases I think I've ever seen.
And lastly, before we leave this section, I love the sculptures here. Just like me, they're just observing and admiring this staircase, which is a nice, fun touch. Now, I want to bring everybody back to the grand living room because we're going to flow straight to the outdoors. Again, we have these motorized sliding glass doors opening up the formal dining room to the outdoors, travertine floors throughout, nice built-in seating with the planters on the back. I really like the screen detail here that provides additional shade and privacy. And then we have 2 outdoor dining tables here with brass tops. And it's just a great section for you to hang out. And the fact that your formal dining room is right next to you, that section can be your little service countertop. People can go in, grab their food, come over to this side, enjoy, and they can also just flow to the rest of the terrace where we have this antique fire pit with seating around it. This is such a cool, fun addition to this space. And then we have the family room on the other side. All these spaces are connected to each other. And the scale of this terrace, the ceiling height here, motorized louvers that are above us, and of course, right behind me, we have those pivoting doors that open up to the grand living room. Now, these doors also feature the exterior blinds that we talked about earlier. So with a push of a button, you can actually close these blinds and provide additional privacy. Not to mention, these blinds also resemble this rose figure, which is super cool. Let's open them back up. And then on top of that, we have the motorized pivot doors opening up the grand living room to the outdoors, which is absolutely insane. I mean, look at the size of these doors and the fact that they're motorized and they quietly open up the space to the outdoors. This is insane.
That is insane. Have you ever seen doors that pivot on a pin like this? Ever?
Never. This was custom done for this project, and the scale of these doors are absolutely incredible. And the fact that they open up this effortlessly, I'm out of words. I don't know what to say, and there you go. Just like the rest of the house, your grand living room opens up to the outdoors and into the nature that surrounds this property.
The initial design came out of how do we almost build a house within the trees. And what makes this unique and which I can't get any credit for it is the nature around it. The fact that there is no really straight lines in nature. Everything has an organic shape to it, organic form to it. And what the land is essentially a place that is a gift to us. And we are basically want to enhance that gift. We want to make it better and respect it, and that's how we start our design. The gardens that you see on the backyard, big part of it, they're just elevated decks. And without building retaining walls, you're able to essentially create more green spaces. Our goal has been to create spaces that they have a great marriage between outside and inside.
Now let's go see the lush grounds of this property. You have this vast grass section, all these mature trees, and you have so much privacy within this space. Right in front of us is the Bel-Air Country Club. You get a view of the city, and we're only a few minutes from the iconic Sunset Boulevard, which is really convenient. And this outdoor space is great for events, for you to hang out with your friends and family. And I really like how each one of the corners is designed in a way for you to make the best of it. In fact, right behind me, we have this sunken seating section that's framed by these built-in planters. They call that area the nest. In fact, the entry is actually a keyhole, and you have outdoor seating with a fire pit right in the center. It's a cozy area for you to enjoy, and I really like the sculpture that's right at the entry. Now, if you look around or look at the perimeter of this backyard, you can also see this built-in bar railing design. Just like what we talked about off of the foyer, you have a generous countertop space and all these bar stools. That way, you can even enjoy those sections and have a little moment to yourself. Now, if you want to take your outdoor experience to the next level, we have this built-in planter here, but with a push of a button, it actually raises, and that's your outdoor screen. It's 9 feet tall, 21 feet wide, and it is crazy to have a screen like this right in the center of your backyard. Isn't this wild?
It's so cool. And the fact that all the plants on top are actual live plants just makes it all so much more immersive, and it's a really cool party trick.
It is a cool party trick. And the way they incorporated technology throughout this property is what's so impressive. I mean, push of a button, that screen goes down and you're just looking at an outdoor planter, which is fantastic. And when you turn to the other side, this is a great angle for us to enjoy and appreciate the architectural lines of this home. I mean, this is absolutely wild. The scale, curved lines, travertine details, those metal screens that we talked about earlier, the ceiling height, and how you have these motorized louvers, blinds, all these interactive pieces to enhance your experience as you enjoy your day in this property. You have sliding glass doors, pivoting doors, truly opening up the indoors to outdoors and creating that harmony between these two spaces. And I'm simply out of words. I don't think I've ever looked at a residential structure like this. This is fantastic, and we still have so much more to see. Follow me this way. Now, that wraps our tour for the grass section. We have the rest of the outdoor terrace here, another small seating area to our left. Back on the travertine, you have this really nice outdoor seating area with a linear fire pit right in the center. Above us is a motorized awning, so you can have this section shaded or open up and bring even more natural light. And when you're ready, you walk right back to the inside. So this is the first section of the family room. It is definitely generous. Look at this sectional couch, your coffee tables, these exquisite ottomans bring a little bit of pop of color. And then we have a fireplace here with a TV. What I like about this space is the fact that it opens up to these different outdoor sections. That way it makes it really easy for you to go in and out of the space, interact with all these different areas. And then on the back, we have this really cool feature. So there's an opening here that goes down to the lower level where we have the wellness center. And what we're looking at here is actually a tree trunk that fell over from the neighbor's property a while ago. And Ardie's team basically preserved the tree trunk, placed it here, and planted a bunch of trees and flowers on it and made it a live art piece. But I also really like how they brought the brass screen detail here with LED lighting, and they placed seating sections around it and turned this into a cool feature, which I really like. I thought this was a really clever touch. Now, going to the other side, the family room is divided into two sections, and they accomplished that with this open bookshelf design, which is really nice and modern, and it just gives additional dimension to the space. And then we flow to the other side of the family room where we have this exquisite seating area. And then you have your coffee tables, accessories, beautiful bar on the back. And to complement this section, we have the other side of the main fireplace that we talked about earlier. Again, this design allows you to see the other side of the room, which is great. And then going this way, before we talk about the bar, I want to cover this section. It gives access to your chef's kitchen. And to our right, we have the elevator landing. And the door on our left opens up to two powder rooms for this level. Now, let's talk about this beautiful bar. I love how all these different materials and finishes come together in this space. We have travertine, backlit countertops, steel framed glass shelves for all of your glassware and accessories, all your spears with this mirror back wall, and then we have the island design here. Cody, can we get a close-up? This wood here is called Purple Heart. It has this really nice color and depth to it. And I also really like how they embrace the slab and cut the glass countertop accordingly. Then you have these leather-stitched, beautiful bar stools. But the focal point of this bar or this island is the marble sink here. How it's incorporated into the countertop. Instead of a regular faucet, they placed a floor mount tub filler here.
That's really cool.
Super cool. Such a creative touch, and it just anchors this island to this beautiful bar. Now, let's take everybody to the other side. I'll meet you right there. There are two details I want to talk about. Number one, we have an exquisite piano here that complements the corner and the family room. And number two, I want to talk about these sliding glass doors. If we can get a close-up right here, these sliding glass doors have very small frames. Essentially, the glass itself does the structural work, and that's how they can get away with these thin frames, which makes your experience that much more immersive. You can see the outdoors even better, which is great, and they operate very quickly. Now, another detail I want to cover. Cody, can you step outside for a second?
I sure can.
We have this hanger door opened up right now, and with a push of a button, you can hydraulically close this door. How cool is this?
That's pretty cool. And the stained glass on it is super pretty.
I know. It's such a nice touch, and there you go. I mean, the way this property opens up to the outdoors, how it interacts, I've never seen anything like it. And we still have so much more to cover. And throughout the tour, I'm gonna do my best to cover all of its features, but there are so many different rooms and areas in this house that we might have to skip a couple of the sections. So I wanna give everybody heads up. Now, welcome to the side of the property where we have the main pool. This pool is incredible. Before we talk about it, that's a rain chain, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So clever. They placed this art piece on the bottom. Yeah, that is a rain chain. Such a clever touch.
That makes sense.
And then on the other side, we have the first section of the pool. You have your raised hot tub. The mosaic work throughout the pool is so rich and vibrant. And then the perimeter of the pool has this brown natural stone. And the idea here was for them to mimic a river. It's like the edge of the river where you have the soil and the landscape, and the pool itself has that turquoise tone. How clever is that? Again, tying that natural harmony throughout the home. And then you have all these bamboos that are providing additional privacy. Then in the center, we have another outdoor seating area that's sunk in, super cozy. You have your built-in curtains, another sculpture, motorized awning above, and a fire pit right in the center. And continuing this way, we have the rest of the pool. And before I come back to the pool, I want to talk about the outdoor staircase here that takes you down to the lower level. So on this side, we have two exquisite guest suites with their own bathrooms. Now, to save some time, we're going to skip that section, but also on the lower level, we have a putting green area and another area where we have two more of these rain chains. And we also have a really cool sculpture here with a fire feature in front of it. Now, let's go check out the rest of this pool. I mean, look at my backdrop here. We have the bamboo for privacy. I really like their design aesthetic and their reason behind why they wanted to have an above ground pool and finish it with all these materials to give it that river aesthetic, river warmth and natural element. And then you have beautiful landscaping around. I mean, this is fantastic. I would love to spend some time here.
I would too. The contrast between the darker edges and the blue mosaics and the green bamboo, it's literally an oasis.
Without a doubt. It looks stunning. All right, let's continue, Cody. We have some lounging beds here, more outdoor seating areas and dining areas. Let's talk about the awning that they have here. This outdoor dining table is so cool. Two massive slabs that are connected with the hardware right in the center. Then we have the outdoor kitchen here. Cody, I have to mention this. Can we pan to this side? Perfect place for a DJ booth.
Oh, it is. That's cool.
It's just a nice touch. Look at the landscaping around us. And then you have this massive curved outdoor screen, built-in seating with a fire pit. And then it gets better. You go this way, your gas grill, pizza oven, herb garden, and you have access to your grounds from this section as well. And then when you're ready, you go into the dining area here. But before we do that, can we tilt up? Look at that rustic balcony design that we have above us. That actually opens up to the primary bedroom closet, and we're gonna see that section in a second. But for now, let's go through this opening here to check out the family dining room. We have two tables here, and we've seen these tables earlier on at the other outdoor dining area. And Cody, can we actually get a close-up? They have this brass surface here, but the way they install the surface with these pin nails is actually really cool. Then you have your comfortable seating. It's a really nice cozy space with a TV on the other side. And it makes it really easy for you to come in here, get some shade, or just walk back outside. Or you can just come over to this side and flow to this amazing show kitchen. Take it all in. We have a cozy seating area, modern cabinetry, marble countertops. I also really like how this space opens back out to the pool area, so it's very interactive And then we have a floating fireplace here with an open corner, really cozy space. And then on the other side, we have the kitchen island, book match countertops. And this is the same marble that we saw by the office, Affion Violet. And it has a really rich vein structure. And then cabinetry features these open shelves, bar seating, and then we have the rest of the cabinetry here. Check this out. We have a coffee station here, and look at these drawers, how they're stacked with all these additional complementary features, your glassware, and then you have an ice cream bar on the other side. I know, Kat, you would like this.
Oh, that's cool.
That is super cool, right? And continuing our tour, let's go check out the sink. It's actually fabricated out of the same marble. We have a TV here, and behind this wall we have the chef's kitchen that we'll talk about in a second. But first, I want to actually cover a really cool detail here. The island also features another sink. We have the rest of the appliances, fridge and freezer here. But what I like about this countertop is the fact that it also features a cooktop that's below the marble countertop. In fact, controls are right here, I believe. There you go. These are your controls, and you just place your pan, and it just heats it up.
That's super cool. And I like that there's still functional storage below the control system for the stove.
It's really cool, and you gotta love the minimalist approach. You don't see anything. It just looks like a beautiful, elegant island, and that's it.
Now I have a question. Without that rubber pad, how would you know really where to put your kettle or your pan?
That's a good question. I'm assuming it detects where you place your pan, and it just heats that section up.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
It's a nice minimalist touch.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we have the sink, but above that, we have this massive screen, and with a push of a button, you can switch the screen to a camera that shows your chef's kitchen, which is a really cool interactive touch. But instead of showing it on this TV here, we'll actually take all of you inside. Come on in. This has to be the best chef's kitchen we have ever seen in any home. Look at this massive island design that's right in the center with multiple gas cooktops and ovens. We have the grills on the other side, sink, stainless steel countertop space, open shelving, and then you have a commercial vent above. And when you look around, you see so many different materials and finishes coming together. You have shaker cabinets, coarse countertops. I really like this mosaic backsplash detail giving you that warmth, and you have pretty much everything you could possibly need here. Fridge space, 2 dishwashers, 2 sinks, and the fact that a space like this exists in a residential home, this is pretty incredible.
If I was a private chef, I would want to be, and I would dream to be in a kitchen like this because it's just like a real restaurant.
I mean, the thought that went into the space, the flow, the functionalities, amenities, and features you have. There's a walk-in fridge here, ice maker, prep table, and next to that is a glass door that opens up to the rest area. When you work at a property like this, there's a good chance you'll be working a lot. So it's nice that the staff of this property gets a dedicated space within the chef's kitchen. Now, next to us is this really cool appliance, and look at all the details, the hardware, finishes, these metal drawers, and these doors are so satisfying to open and close. They're like G-class doors.
Literally.
Super cool and great appliance that complements your chef's kitchen. Now, I want to take everybody back to the main floor, and I want to mention something. We have a little surprise for all of you. We've actually toured the second part of this chef's kitchen later in the afternoon, so we can show this property at night. And it looks phenomenal. I mean, look at the setup here. We have the interior lights at 30% and the mood lighting at 15%. So you get this really cool moody ambiance. And obviously, we saw the main staircase earlier, and with the screen on the back, all the mood lighting, all the materials throughout, it really embodies a new character at night. That's why we wanted to share it. And on the other side, we have this grand living room, and look at all the fireplaces, fire features, mood lighting throughout, and we have these massive pivot doors just flowing you to the backyard. In fact, let's go check it out. Now, we have the family room to our right, and obviously, even at night, we left the sliding glass doors all open so we can get this immersive experience. And these fire features play even a bigger role at night by connecting all these spaces and bringing life and energy to this property. And you combine that with outdoor lighting and indoor lighting, it really accentuates the architectural feel of this home. I mean, look at the structure that's behind me. This home sits so prominently on this hillside, and it's just an experience to be here. When you think about the design, all the spaces, the material selection, it really provides a unique experience, and that's why we want to showcase this property at night. When I look at this property, understand its features and details and the material selection, it really is design that speaks for me and the intentionality that we experience throughout the entire home. You have what I would like to call Ardie aesthetic, where you mix not only so many different materials, but also styles. And you merge them in a way that I quite haven't seen someone else do it, where you can really exude these styles or cultures within the spaces really well, but you create very seamless harmony between these spaces as well. Easy example is your Japanese tea room, leading to a very stark contemporary office, to a grand living room like this, where you have so many different natural elements that ground you and allows you to interact. And as we go along, each one of these spaces, even though they cohesively work together, they offer something a little bit different. It's like every room has a little extra surprise for you.
Our concept of design is from the finish back to the dirt. By doing that, what is the most important element of when you get to the 100 is the end user experience.
Your material selection is also heavily influenced by nature. A lot of the materials I see, you try to steer away from man-made products. Why you value so much using this many different natural materials in your properties?
Every element of this house comes from the nature.
Comes from Mother Earth.
Right. Use of materials is very specific to us. We use traditional materials that people are used to in a context of modern architecture. It's not a replica, it's not a surface, it is what it is. And it's very authentic to its message.
Intentionality in this property, in every corner, in every space, every moment. The way it's curated, designed, and how the experience lives in that space. You just feel the intention, you feel the purpose, which is easier said than done. And how do you accomplish that in your designs?
The objective is not being a perfectionist. The objective is to create whatever you do with the intention of being perfect. And how do I create a space that people somehow, they feel good about themselves?
And that level of thinking and attention to detail and true execution shows itself in this house. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to mean it, but it's really something else to execute on that and deliver it. And I see that delivery in this house, and I find that very impressive. Now, what an arrival to the lower level of this property. Spiral staircase, travertine floors, board form concrete walls, and I also really like how they brought the natural elements of water and fire to this level as well. Now, before we see what's behind the camera, I actually want to take everybody this way. We have these floating steps taking you to this circular section. This is where you can see the water feature a little bit closer. Green wall, that massive screen that we saw on the floor above us. And from this angle, this spiral staircase looks so striking. You can really get a feel of its scale and how it's floating right in the center of this massive opening. Now, I want to bring everybody back to the landing. To my left, we have the elevator, and then space flows to this open seating area. And right in front of us, we have this elegant bar. This bar has a very strong presence with this island design. Brass wrapped columns, backlit countertop, And the screen detail that we've been seeing throughout the property is also incorporated to this bar. And then we have these elegant bar stools that are leather wrapped. And on the back, you can see the reclaimed wood pattern, recessed in TVs, mood lighting, sculptures, spirits. This is a really elegant space. I love the light fixtures. And Cody, can we take everybody to the other side? More backlit countertops, and this brass sink is so sleek and modern. I love the tin frame. Again, you have your spirits here. This is a really nice space. And currently on the lower level, we have the bright setting for the lighting, but obviously you can change the light settings, dim them a little bit more, and have the space a little bit more moody as well. Now, on the other side of the bar, we have this open seating area with a double-sided sofa. Next to that, we have a double-sided fireplace leading us to this elegant, cozy game room. This is a fantastic space for you to hang out with your friends, play some games, and it also happens to be a cigar lounge because we have a built-in air filtration system here specifically for this room. I also really like the reclaimed wood paneling here, giving that rustic feel, and you also have a double-sided fireplace warming up the space as well. Now next, we're going to check out this section where we have a door that opens up to 2 powder rooms. Next to that is this really cool art piece that is situated on this solid tree trunk. We have layers of glass here with nail polish, and they're stacked back to back to create this really cool modern illusion. Never seen a piece like this before.
I haven't seen it in a home before, and it's really cool, and it fits the space really well.
It fits the space well, it gives it a nice dimension, makes it fun, and lower level of this property is all about these surprises. In fact, look at this glass ping pong table. It is so modern and sleek. I love the hardware, and even your net is suede. And then you have this pattern wall design with these linear mirror insets, and continuing this way, this glass enclosed section takes us to the gym. But before we go in there, I actually want to talk about a detail. In the gym, we have this exposed steel column, structural steel column. And on the back, you can see some of the signatures and information about the beam size and inspections, because they wanted to leave this structural element exposed, which I thought was a really clever, fun touch. And in fact, Cody, let's go this way. We have the wellness center there that we're gonna check out in a second, but first, let's see this gym. This is a really nice, intimate space, and we have so much equipment here. Your stationary bike, treadmill, rowing machine, Pilates reformer. There's also a powder bathroom here located on this section, and then you have more gym equipment here, your dumbbells, TVs, wood paneled walls. This is an InBody 570, which is a body composition analyzer. You can measure muscle, fat, and water levels within your body, which is super cool. And then behind Cody, we have some built-ins with LED lighting, your punching bag that is leather wrapped, and this is the exposed steel column that I was talking about earlier, again giving this space a nice powerful stance. Now let's go back out so we can check out the wellness center, which is absolutely incredible. But before we go in there, I want to talk about this design. We saw this tree in the family room, and this was the tree that fell over from the neighbor's property that Ardie preserved and turned into this really cool feature. Essentially, they wrapped this dead tree with real and full plants and created this colorful, interactive, I'm gonna say art piece, and it looks crazy. It complements this area so well. Never seen anything like it.
I haven't either, and it really just affirms Ardie's commitment to preserving nature. Instead of just throwing this tree away, he made it into an art piece.
Without a doubt. I mean, who looks at a massive dead tree and they're like, I'm gonna preserve it, I'm gonna turn it into a really cool feature to complement a home that I'm designing.
Exactly, it's really cool.
It's super cool. And then we have this glass door leading us to the wellness center. Please, come on in. I don't think I've ever seen a space like this in my life. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at the ceiling treatment with all these branches. We have rain heads, indoor pool, steps taking you to the other side, misters, interactive digital screens, beautiful natural stone slabs that are all book matched, moonlighting throughout. I mean, there are so many details to cover here. Just look at how you're being welcomed to this wellness center. It is just so cool. We have this flagstone pattern with astroturf, and then these steps take you to the other side. In fact, Cody, let's go this way. Same mosaic tile that we saw in the main pool, they also have it here. And then your natural stone raised jacuzzi. Behind that, you can see your hot and cold plunge. And again, we have misters, rain heads, shower heads, built-in benches, and you can actually go all the way to the other side where we have a covered seating area with a fire pit. If you want, you can also enclose this section because we have motorized sliding glass doors. And I'm just in awe. The fact that a space like this exists within a home is incredible. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody to the other side because we have a few other sections. You can also see the lounging beds here, and on the other side, we have a red light therapy machine, which is a really nice touch. Next to that, we have a massage room, and I want to specifically go in here because Ardie and his team pay tremendous attention setting the mood, setting the energy for each one of these spaces. When you walk into this room, it is a little bit warmer. You have scents, you have padded walls. It just has a nice, softer feel with these two massage tables. And it's just a sensory experience to walk around this property and interact with each one of these spaces. Now, next, we're gonna go this way. I'm actually gonna take these steps. Here, we have a glass door that opens up to your sauna. Next to that is your open walk-in shower with a steam feature. The book matching in there is stunning. And then you have the rest of the space here. This is unbelievable. Again, I have never seen a spa, a wellness center like this before. But when you look at this property, analyze its features and details, it doesn't come with a surprise that it has a space like this. Now, I want to take everybody back to the landing so we can continue our tour with the rest of this floor. Now, we have a gallery space here that takes you all the way to the garage. But before we go there, I actually want to take everybody this way to the landing of the movie theater. To my left, we have a popcorn machine, candy station, and to my right, we have this really cool digital art. They call this piece Clockwork, and you basically have a hammer that swings and a digital image of this girl who is trying to avoid this hammer, which is so cool and different.
It really is. It's a really cool juxtaposition between physical and digital art. Like the girl is basically a hologram, but the hammer is physical. So when it passes through, it just makes you think, and it's a really cool location to put it in, right in front of the movie theater.
Absolutely. It captivates your attention. You just want to look at it and there you go.
Yep.
And it's just a nice touch right before the movie theater. In fact, let's go in. Without a doubt, one of the most impressive spaces within this property. We have a 4-tier seating movie theater with a Dolby Atmos surround sound. And Cody, can we get a close-up? We have cup holders that are cooled and heated. Then you have your USB chargers. Obviously, these are motorized recliner chairs, so they're super comfortable. And check this out. I want to show everybody how this space feels on a movie setting. There we go. It is so immersive. We have a massive screen on the other side, and I'm going to turn the lights back on so we can tour the rest of the room. Again, you have your 4-tier seating so you can enjoy the space with your friends and family. I love the volume and how the walls on each side taper towards the screen so it pulls your attention towards this section. And then on the lower level, we have this more casual lounge-like seating area so you can use this space for different occasions. And in fact, a few days ago, we got a chance to watch one of the flight scenes from Top Gun. And it was sensational. The bass, sound effects, visuals, it was just phenomenal. I mean, you have a real movie theater in your home.
It was insane. The bass you could feel through these seats was crazy. And like you said, you have your own movie theater at home. There's no reason to leave.
There is absolutely no reason to leave. And yeah, lower level is all about the amenities. And we have this fantastic space here. Now, let's go back to the gallery so we can continue our tour. The gallery space here features this really nice seating area, all these portraits, art lighting, and all the furnishings and accessories in this house comes as part of the offering. I know I've been so passionate trying to cover every single room, feature, and detail in this house, but obviously the way it's furnished is extremely important. It complements the overall aesthetic of the property. That's why I wanted to mention that. Now, to my right, we have this glass enclosed wine cellar. I love the entry frame, and these doors were actually imported from India. I love all the details, and as we open them up, it leads us to this really cool wine cellar where we can store up to 3,000 bottles. It's also temperature controlled, nice and cool in here. And check this out. The bottles that we have in this space, they're Arya wine. They are harvested in Pacific Palisades, bottled in Napa, and they're not for sale. So you either have to be friends or family with Arya Group, or you have to be their client to get this wine, which I thought was a nice, clever touch. And obviously it fills the space really nicely. And then we have this rustic table right in the center. Now, let's go back to the gallery space. Next up, we have this lounge area, sectional couch, solid wood coffee table, solid wood bench. And this is the section that we talked about off of the foyer, because we have the ceiling above us all opened up all the way to the main level, so you get great natural light. You can hear the water features, benefit from the natural air that comes into this space, and we have more digital art here. I feel like these art pieces make these rooms or these areas so much more interactive. It's fascinating to look at. It's just so interesting.
It really is. We also had one of these pieces in the show kitchen too. So
yes,
it's a theme around the entire house, and it's just very, very unique.
And also one in the massage room.
Yes.
They have it throughout the property. And yeah, you have an exquisite seating area here. Now next, I'm gonna keep our tour nice and fast as we still have so many different areas to cover. Foosball table, and then we have a glass enclosure to our left, sliding glass door here, sealing off this section. We have two seating areas here. I love this rustic rug cozying up this section, and then on the other side, we have a massive screen with mood lighting. It's just a great spot for you to kick back, relax, watch something here. And on the other side of this room, we have an amazing bar. This level is perfect for entertainment. You have your piano around the corner, bar on this side. There's also a powder room around the corner here. And you may be wondering why we have so many of these seating and entertainment sections here. And we'll explain that a little bit more later. Now follow me this way so we can check out this exquisite garage. I know we talked about this space off of the motor court. The same driveway that brings you up to the property also arrives to this section. In fact, behind the curtains here, we have the garage door. This is a great space. You can easily park 6 to 8 cars here. I love the mood lighting throughout. And to my right, we have this stunning black Mercedes SLS, iconic car. And I believe I forgot to mention when we were on the motor court, we also had a really nice Jaguar XK150 there. And then to our right, we have this iconic LaFerrari. I cannot believe the fact that this car is 11 years old and it still looks so beautiful, especially with the lighting here. And Cody, I'm gonna open up the door so we can check out the interior. What a stunning vehicle, and it complements the space so well. Now, there's actually one more detail here that I would like to cover in regards to the garage. As you all can see, we have all these lounging areas, bar, and this garage has a really cool party trick. With a push of a button, you can turn on the lights, turn on the music. Cody, can we hit it?
You can. And
turn this garage into an amazing nightclub. And there you go. I think this is the best second use case for any space I've ever seen. What a great idea to turn your garage into a nice intimate nightclub and have all these different seating areas and make the best of your lower level. And yeah, and just enjoy your life in this home.
I think this building, even though the use is as a home, it probably has about 100 different separate spaces. And we tried very hard to define what the end user experiences are in each one of these spaces. and build and design around that experience rather than designing and trying to fit the experience into that design. We always try to create these moments. Everywhere there's places to sit, everywhere there's places to congregate, everywhere there's places to sit around and have a conversation or have a cup of tea. In a very different scale, we try to create those kind of connections with other people, provide the platform, a catalyst for those connections.
You want to almost facilitate that even furthermore.
Well, completely. The objective is to create that experience, and whatever it costs, it costs. Privacy and security becomes an important factor in these particular homes. We go out of our way that very little or no part of the house is exposed to the street. And we want to make sure that they're respected. This is their place.
Some would argue this is the most amount of technology I've seen in any home in regards to motorization aspects, in regards to technology, how that interacts. But behind this humble approach, you and your team managed to hide the technological and technical aspects of this home extremely well. And it ties into that welcoming experience.
Our thought over the years always has been, how do we create these things that they're easy to use? This home has a very exquisite way of combining technologies that they're behind the scene into someone's lifestyle by creating menus that you choose. It's there to serve you. And we definitely have pushed the envelope on technology at many different levels, and we'll continue doing that. My biggest expectation is that they're inspired, they're comfortable, and they're not intimidated by the building. They feel that the building is there to serve them.
Now, the second floor of this property is where we have the majority of the guest suites, including the primary bedroom. But before we talk about these spaces, I actually want to bring everybody's attention back to the staircase. I know we talk about this feature on every single level, but on this floor, we have something really special. Now, behind the staircase, we have this steel case bifolding door that opens up and connects this staircase and this level to the outdoors, which is absolutely phenomenal. I have never seen a design like this before, and the fact that this vast open space opens up to the outdoors, this is crazy.
The projection of the stained glass on all of the walls looks so cool, and it's just a massive door that opens up to the nature.
It is a cool party trick, and I just love how you can bring nature back into the property on the second floor. Now, the next space I want to cover is this open seating area that's right off the landing. Love the coffee table. This has to be the coolest chess set ever, and it's just a cozy space for your friends and family to get together. And in fact, on the other side, we have this look down area where you can see your grand living room and those massive pivot doors opening up this vast space to that amazing backyard. And Cody, can we get a close up? This is a really cool art piece. It's a Vespa motorcycle made out of ceramic by a Turkish artist. Complements this corner really well. And next to this art piece, we have a really cool coffee station. Can we get a close up? I feel like a kid in a candy store looking
Literally.
at these spaces, but it is organized so meticulously, and it's tempting. But
It really is.
Yeah, we have to continue our tour. Next up on the other side, we have this really cool lounge area with a double-sided fireplace that faces the staircase. You'll also have this massive door opening up to your grounds on the back. Love this cabinetry here, and we're gonna see pieces like this throughout this level that I'll point out. Now follow me this way. We talk about the library off of the office. In fact, we have this glass enclosed section, and the door here opens up to the second floor of the library. I really like the space, how exquisite it is. And then we have this massive picture window showcasing the landscaping that's on the backside of the property, bringing that nature element back into the space. And you can also see your office area here. Look at all these floating shelves that are LED lit, accessories, books. This is such an exquisite space. And going back to the hallway, we have 3 guest suites on this wing, primary bedroom on the other side. That's why we're gonna flow this way and continue our tour with the first bedroom suite. I really like how cozy this room is. We have the same white plank French oak hardwood floors, king size bed, and every little detail in this room is so well thought out between the sheets, furnishings, accessories. And then we have the sliding glass doors opening up to this balcony where you can see your motor court. And I also really like how they have the blackout curtains tucked behind the bed, behind this fabric wall, and also with a push of a button, you can close your sliding glass doors and truly seal off this room and black it out, which is a really nice touch. And not to mention, we also have a fireplace here, TV. This is definitely a very cozy space. Now, behind Cody, we have the walk-in closet, and then around the corner, coming back to the entry of this room, we have this glass door opening up to the bathroom. The natural stone used in this space is so exquisite. We have marble countertops, marble back wall, brass fixtures, details, and even more importantly, toiletries in this space. When Ardie and his team curate an experience for the people who are gonna live in this space, they think of everything, all the way to their vanities and the things they may need if they live in this home. How cool is this?
It's so smart just being able to provide the entire experience right as soon as you walk in.
This is beautiful. And then look at this marble carved freestanding tub with a brass tub filler, your corner exposure. You have amazing views, super private. And then on the other side, we have this glass enclosed walk-in shower. And look at the details here. They use the same marble on the floors, on the walls. We have the shower unit, shampoo niche. This is a beautiful walk-in shower. Now, let's go back to the entry of this bedroom so we can go to the other side. We have 2 more bedroom suites here that are pretty similar to each other. So we will tour the one that's on our left-hand side. As soon as we walk in, the first detail that catches my eye is this opening. How it frames the view on the outside and brings the landscaping into this space. We also have the seamless transition to the outdoor balcony. We have some nice planters here. And we talked about these blinds earlier. They have it throughout the property. And right now we have it 50% open so you can still see the view, but control the light that comes in. Or with a push of a button, you can actually close them and provide additional privacy. You can open them back up. Again, it allows you to control the natural light that comes into the room, and when you're done, they can simply tuck back up to the ceiling and open up this space to the outdoors all the way. Now, going back into the room, we have the fireplace on this side with a TV. Obviously, these bedroom suites are very spacious. We have this really cool curved wall that opens up to your bathroom. And just like the other guest suites, we have a king size bed here, fabric wall, blackout curtains, again, tucked behind the bed. And this is just a fantastic space that has it all. You have a desk around the corner, individual temperature controlled settings for each one of these suites. And when you're ready, you can just simply go this way to your bathroom. Same white plank hardwood floors continue into this space. Then we have this freestanding tub that's carved out of marble. The opening that I just talked about comes in handy that way. From your tub, you can still enjoy these views. And then around the corner, we have this glass enclosed walk-in shower that is great size. It's marble clad throughout with the shower unit. And then we have the water closet here. 2 details I would like to cover. Number 1, do not disturb signs, super cool. And then we have the glass enclosure here that's frosted on the lower section and it's clear on top to allow natural light in to the water closet. Next to that, we have the vanity. They use the same natural stone to frame this section with brass light fixtures, floating vanity, accessories, toiletries, candles, And lastly, we have another glass enclosure here that opens up to your walk-in closet, and this space has the shoe racks, hangers, LED lighting, built-in cabinetry, your drawers, pretty much everything you need. Gorgeous guest suite. But now I want to take everybody back to the landing so we can check out the right wing where we have the Pajama Lounge and the entire primary bedroom suite, which is going to take us a minute or two to cover. Now, welcome to this cozy space. This is a room that's very near and dear to Ardie, the way it's designed and its purpose. Around the corner, we have a really cool fireplace TV, all these open shelves, books, accessories, and it is a room for families to gather, for kids to hang out, have a little private, intimate moment to themselves. That's why there are no windows in this space, but we actually have a clear glass detail above to bring some natural light. Then we have this fabric back wall with the curved details, and they also custom designed this couch to accommodate this section, and the seating here is super comfortable. I feel like this room really complements the bedroom suites that we have on this level. Now, I want to take everybody back to this room's entry because on the other side, we have the elevator landing, and the door here opens up to the primary bedroom. And before you walk in, you also see the biometric reader here, making sure that you are the person that is supposed to be staying in this room. In fact, let's go inside. The entry of this room takes you to the different sections of the primary bedroom suite. To my right, we have the elevator landing. The door here opens up to the back section of the walk-in closet, and this walk-in closet is phenomenal. We're gonna see that later. If you go straight, you can go to the bathroom, but we wanna take everybody this way so we can check out the bedroom itself, which is phenomenal. We have the entire corner opening up. Seamless transition to the outdoors where we have the terrace dedicated to the primary bedroom. Bed is anchored right in the center of the room. And before we cover this section, I actually want to bring everybody this way. We got a gorgeous linear fireplace here with a natural stone surround and a built-in seating area. Now, it may seem interesting to have the fireplace on the back side of the bed, but when you understand the intention and design behind it, it makes perfect sense. We have the built-in seating here that can easily turn into a day bed. Now you have the fireplace on the other side to complement your experience. It's like having a campfire, and to take that experience furthermore, you can also open up this massive motorized skylight that is above us. In fact, Cody, let's hit it. Now you're truly immersing yourself to the outdoors, and you can simply look up to the sky and see the stars and have a room that is truly in harmony with nature. Isn't this insane?
Everyone always dreams of being able to see the stars from your bed, but in this bedroom, it's actually possible.
It is actually possible. Not to mention, we also have screens for this opening, blackout if you wanted to, and obviously you can close the skylight back on. And now we actually want to take everybody this way so we can check out the custom bed. Obviously, the built-in seating on the back really helps this bed to be anchored to the center of the room between your sheets, pillows, bedside tables that are floating. It looks very exquisite. And let's not forget your viewing experience. That's why they have a pop-up TV here. But if you want to take it a step further, we have a drop-down screen that's above us, your surround sound, blackouts, and just like the other bedroom suites, the blackout shades come from behind the wall, so it's not obstructing any of your views. You can just simply have this space open, flowing to the outdoors. In fact, I actually want to take everybody this way so we can check out this cozy seating area for the primary bedroom. Floating fireplace with an open corner. Love this antique cabinet. And this section is also very cozy, intimate, and it flows to this outdoor terrace. Now to my left, we have a koi pond here with a fire pit, and this is the section that we saw down at the family room and the wellness center where we have that preserved tree, and this is technically the skylight that is above that opening. Now, continuing this way, we have glass railing throughout. This is a great size outdoor terrace with multiple different seating and lounging areas. You can look down to your grounds, enjoy the views of the city, and we have additional lounging areas on this side. Just a great outdoor space. Now, I want to take everybody this way. Just like the rest of this floor, we also have the outdoor blinds here. And Cody, can we frame the bedroom one more time? Again, this king size bed looks so beautiful. I love the fact that we have a motorized skylight here, opening up this entire space, and every single detail, sheets, accessories, lighting, the overall energy is really well thought out in this bedroom suite. Now, I want to take everybody this way. We have a really exciting space ahead of us. Behind this pocket door, we have the primary bathroom. And let me tell you, we have so many details to cover here. It's a room on its own. We have a seating area in the center, fireplace, TV, and then you have all these different corners, sections, features for you to indulge yourself in. Now, to my right, we have a marble freestanding tub, taking advantage of this corner. And we also have the exterior blinds on right now. And with a push of a button, obviously, you can close them and have the ultimate privacy you need in this bathroom. In fact, the next space I want to show everyone is the walk-in shower. And the moment you turn on one of the fixtures here, these blinds automatically close to provide you that privacy. You don't even have to think about it, which is a nice synchronization that's planned into the home automation. Now, this shower truly has it all. We have handheld, steam feature, body fixtures, your shampoo niche, which is this really cool lighting element, your regular shower head, and then we have two rain heads above us. And if that's not enough for you, there's also a glass door here opening up to an outdoor shower. But my favorite detail within the shower are these stone benches that are hand chiseled, bringing that organic natural element into the walk-in shower as well. And obviously the size here is fantastic. Now, Cody, let's take everybody back into the bathroom because I want to quickly go to the other side. We have two glass enclosed water closets, and the first closet is actually situated on this side. Let's go right in. Gorgeous island that's right in the center, stone clad with backlighting, and this is where we have the majority of the drawers. And the rest of the room features these built-in cabinets with glass fronts so you can see the clothes that you have in these spaces, built-in LED lighting, thin frame doors. And this is a fantastic closet, but wait till you see the other closet that we have on the other side. That one is on another level. And before we leave this space, I also want to talk about this detail. It's super fun. Look at these leather wrapped hangers. They're so exquisite. I love good craftsmanship, and I just thought this was such a fun touch.
Love it.
Now, let's put this hanger back here and continue our tour. We have so much more to see. Now, on the other side, we have this elevated section here with these two columns, and on the back of the columns, they have these open shelves that are LED LED. Now, I want to acknowledge these columns because these are really nice touches to this bathroom, and I just love the stone, the vein structure, and the fabrication here. And then you step up to the elevated section, and we have two onyx fabricated vanities here. These vanities are so elegant, timeless, and I just love the seamless fabrication here. You can barely tell the lines and how the sink section was fabricated. Beautiful brass fixtures. Look at your medicine cabinet. It is fully stocked with all of your products. Again, attention to detail. There's also a really nice light fixture above, and you have another vanity on the other side of this section. This is fantastic, and also the floors here are heated. Wanted to mention that. Now, the doors behind me open up to the main closet of this bedroom, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me take everybody in. This space is a show of its own. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at this oversized island with this backlit stone and the vein structure. Then we have this gorgeous light fixture, wood plank ceilings, modern cabinetry with glass fronts. I mean, this is not a walk-in closet. This is a full-blown boutique, and I just love the scale here. Now, before I go into more details, Cody, can we actually pan towards this side?
Yep.
Remember that quaint balcony that I mentioned by the upper kitchen? It's actually right here. You just have this cool moment straight from your primary closet. And again, going back into the space, look at the cabinetry here. In fact, I'm gonna open up some of these drawers that are suede wrapped for different purposes. And obviously the cabinetry operates so smoothly. There you go. And the overall scale of the space, how wide these walkways are, is quite impressive. And then you look around, the mood lighting, the cabinetry, how everything complements each other. It really is an experience to walk this space and utilize it. Now, you have this curved wall design that we've been seeing throughout the property, and they place these long floating shelves that are lined with this really soft fabric, and it's just a great place for you to showcase your shoes. You have the LED lighting. What a closet.
It really is, and it's crazy that this closet almost rivals some of the most prestigious stores that you would see in Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm on Rodeo Drive right now.
Exactly, and you have that in the comfort of your own home, which is really incredible.
Yes, and then when you're ready, you come over to this side. It's like a little seating nook. You have a three-sided mirror that I'm gonna show in a second, but first, I wanna take everybody to this side because we have a really cool surprise. There's an additional closet here that actually opens up straight to your bathroom, and they call this space the seasonal closet. It's a great area for you to separate your clothes that you're currently wearing right now versus clothes that you may not be actively wearing at the moment. So it can create a nice separation between your wardrobes. And I mean, who doesn't want more storage and cabinetry space? And on top of that, you got this gorgeous island in the center with this stunning stone. Another great closet. Now, let's walk back in because we got to talk about this three-sided mirror. I must admit, it's been challenging to showcase this home because there are so many different areas and features to cover, and I want to do justice, obviously. And then you have a three-sided mirror here that's LED lit. You get to see yourself from head to toe, which is nice. And when you're done, you can simply close it off. And Cody, let's continue our tour because we have more to see. Welcome to the Glam room. I know, this is really exciting. I mean, what a fantastic space for you to try some clothes on, get ready for your day or your night. And it's designed really efficiently where you have some open shelving here where you can hang your clothes. The cabinetry looks stunning. And then on the other side, you have your makeup area. And I must say, this desk setup, the corners, the cabinetry, it is stunning. And then you have your illuminated mirror here. Gorgeous light fixture above. There's even a hair washing station here. But before we go into the space a little bit more, why don't I take everybody here, open up these glass doors so we can take a look at the staircase here. This is that little Juliet balcony that we've been seeing throughout the tour. It just gives you this really cool view straight from your primary closet, which is so nice. And I'm gonna quickly close the doors here, continue to the next section. I mean, how nice that your Glam room comes with a hair washing station as well. This is where you can have your hair treatments done. And going this way, we also have a really nice coffee/wine bar. I love Arya Group's enthusiasm, their attention to detail when it comes to designing and curating each one of these spaces, these experiences. I mean, look at the coffee bar here. You have your open shelves, glasswares, LED lighting, the moody feel, and I love how they filled up each one of these drawers with coffee pods, all these snacks, chocolates. I mean, this looks very tempting, very inviting, and I just love it. I mean, even their Nespresso machine is leather wrapped. This is fantastic. And in case you're wondering where the door behind me opens up, this actually takes you to the very first closet that we toured earlier. And lastly, if you open up this door, you arrive back to the entry of the primary bedroom. Full circle. Now I'm gonna open up the elevator here because the next space that we're gonna be touring is really exciting. It is the rooftop deck, and without a doubt, it's one of the most impressive spaces we have within this property. Welcome to the top floor of this property where we have an amazing rooftop deck. But before we go outside, I actually want to cover some of the details here at the landing. We have a glass roof above us bringing natural light, and the same curved lines that we've been seeing throughout the property is also featured here, and I really like the design of the ceiling that's wood panel. Then on the back, you can see those bifold hangar doors bringing additional light to the landing. And what makes this space so fun is the fact that we have a massive hangar door here, opening up this enclosed space to the outdoors. I mean, the span is fantastic. These doors are all steel frame, custom designed for this property, and it opens up this landing area to this over 12,000 square foot rooftop terrace, which is absolutely phenomenal. And we're gonna see so many different areas, moments for you to enjoy. Now, the first space we have in front of us is the dance floor. And the floor design here is actually a massive screen, which makes your experience that much more intuitive. Now, above us, you can see this steel frame structure with a motorized awning. That way you can bring additional shade and privacy to this space if you need to. Now, we have this elevated section with a feature pool, and there's a nice outdoor seating area here with a fire pit. And the views you get from this section are phenomenal. We have the Bel-Air Country Club right in front of us, all this greenery and nature that's around us, and within the top floor we still have over 12,000 square feet of space. It's so impressive. In fact, Cody, follow me this way so we can check out the left wing of the rooftop terrace. Now we have the first outdoor seating area here. I'm going to keep our tour nice and fast on this level. Elevated section here with another feature pool, lounging beds, seating area on the back, and beautiful olive tree that's right in the center. Then on the back, we have an outdoor kitchen with a gas grill, pizza oven, bar seating, and this is your outdoor dining area. They also brought the water element to this section, and then you have a motorized awning here. They call these sunshade sails, and with a push of a button, you can open up the top and bring additional light if you need to. And we also have a space heater on this side. Now follow me this way. We have more built-in planters with olive trees, and at night these trees light up beautifully. And then you have another lounging area here. This same feature pool continues to the other side. This is the outdoor seating area that we talked about earlier with a fire pit, and we still have so much more to see. Now on this level, there are multiple powder rooms. I'm gonna quickly skip them so we can go to the other side. And the same theme continues on the right wing, where we have multiple different areas, moments for you to enjoy. Another outdoor lounging area, views of the city, and I really like these built-in planters, bringing additional life and privacy to this space. And then we have this elevated section with this antique glass enclosure. Ardie and his team took the structure, refurbished it, enclosed it, so they created this really cool, cozy, quaint seating area. And California nights can get cold, so it's nice to have a space like this with a fire pit. And how cool is this space? You would never assume a moment like this would exist on a rooftop, but this is what they do, and that's what makes this home so exciting. You have so many different surprises and elements and experiences throughout. Now, Cody, why don't you stay there so we can continue our tour, because you have a fantastic perspective. Another outdoor screen. Then we have a really nice bar area here with additional seating, and around the corner we have a full bathroom with a walk-in shower. And then on the other side we have another spacious lounging area with a fire pit. I mean, there are so many fire features in this property. And then you step up to this section where we have the shallow pool and this incredible jacuzzi. I really like the design of this jacuzzi, how it sits above the surface. And then we have another one of these sun sails that are motorized. And to complement the entire ambiance here, you have this water feature, which might be a little bit loud on our microphones right now. You have the rocks, the way the water flows to the shallow pool, how you have the privacy screen. I mean, what an incredible space for you to enjoy within the rooftop of your home. And if that wasn't enough, I actually want to take everybody to the other side, and we have different areas here for you to enjoy. First, you get this cozy seating area with a fire pit. I really like how they dressed the sculpture there with some landscaping. And then going this way, you have your Buddha sculpture, cold plunge, sauna. But before we check out the sauna, I want to actually bring everybody this way. We have an endless pool here. This pool was designed by Michael Phelps, and you have built-in swim against jets That way you can train here. And then you have the jacuzzi on the other side. I mean, it's incredible. This home, within every single moment, every single corner, provides you a feature or an experience unlike any other property I've ever seen. It's quite impressive. And lastly, we have the outdoor sauna. Now I'm gonna open up the door here because this sauna gets phenomenal views of the golf course, and look how cozy this space is. You have a sauna within your rooftop. Amazing. Now, I love the intentionality behind this property, how every single room, every single space is curated to perfection, curated to elevate your lifestyle, and it's been an honor touring a property that was designed by Ardie and his team. I mean, seeing how every single one of these rooms live, seeing how you interact with this property has been an experience, and there's only one thing left for us to do, and that is to see how this property evolves throughout the night.
When the sun starts going down, there's this really truly magical experience starts to happen. It's the time that all the amazing colors start showing up in the sky. Night is about, again, contrast, duality between light and dark. We look at essentially the lighting as a very important element, and we're able to play with it, manipulate it in a way that works with whatever your moods are. And the warmth of the fire, the warmth of the light that you experience, I think it's magical.
How do you feel now that it's all done and you're seeing the end result? You're walking around and experiencing the space. How does it make you feel?
I have a sort of mixed feeling. One is that, okay, what else can we do to make it even better? The other one is that one day will come that it's no longer belongs to us, belongs to someone else.
It's a bit bittersweet.
Definitely bittersweet. I feel that this building has its own identity, and that identity is very personal. It's about individuality, it's about something that expresses someone for no good reason, just does. I am so fortunate to have the privilege of doing what I love to do. This is a journey, it's not an outcome, it's not a destination. And every day I want to learn something newer, and that's what drives me, that gives me a sense of purpose, and that's what makes these kind of products come true.
All right, everyone, that's it from Villa Siena. Hope you'll enjoy this episode. It's been an incredible experience touring this property and sharing it with all of you. Without a doubt, one of the highlights of our channel. We've enjoyed every minute we spent here, and for that, I want to give big thanks to Ardie Tavangarian and his team at Arya Group for making this tour possible. Now, you can find more information about Villa Siena in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. And lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.